activity. This is going to be an interactive activity, so like a workshop where I would very much like you to feel free to express yourself, considering that your experience matters. So we want to better understand how inclusion is actually experienced, so not only how it is described in documents, because we have a document about promoting diversity and inclusion. We developed within our consortium a charter related to how to promote diversity and inclusion, but we really want to see how were your experiences here during this semester. So, what do you mean by inclusion? When you say inclusion, what is appearing in your mind? Just some words I would expect from you. This is the beginning. It's not necessary to make a definition, to provide a definition.
I would say nobody is left behind.
Yeah.
I just came up with my.
They're being noticed.
Yeah.
You're being noticed.
Safety.
Respect.
Respect.
Acceptance.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for this sharing. So we'd like, starting with your ideas, we would like to create here a safe space for sharing. So this will be mainly our intention for today, to have this safe space for sharing and interacting with each other. For the beginning, I would invite you to start gently with one word. Thinking back to your first week at our university at USV, what would be one word that describes how you felt at that time? So, if you can go back in this journey at the beginning in September or in October, when you experienced your first week here, maybe you're starting. So we will go around quickly, hearing your words. Okay. Farzan, if you'd like to introduce yourself. Farzan.
Hello everybody, I know some of you. My name is Farzan and I'm from Iran.
Also the floor.
Yeah.
Psychologist. Okay. One word.
So Farzan, you have introduced yourself. Sorry, I haven't paid attention. So if you are in the situation to choose a word to define your first week at USV, how did you feel in your first week at USV? Which one would be that word?
Warm.
Warm.
I would say like a little bit scary because of the language barrier, new environment, to be need to like cook. I didn't used to cook. I learned how to cook in here.
Oh.
Yeah.
So new skills.
Yes.
Life skills.
Nice skills. And then it's getting better and better.
But at the beginning it was scary.
Yeah, it's scary. I would say.
I felt very welcome. Also very warm, even though it was a bit cold. The first few weeks it was a bit weird in terms of the weather.
Yes. The
Rainy.
weather was cold.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm curious as well. In next semester.
I felt cared for. Gabby actually brought us out to eat, and it was nice to feel welcomed and cared for. We didn't need anything
On the first day.
on the first day, the morning after, because we were
I feel strange because this is the first time I came to Romania. I see like this is a whole new place for me, and also I think like I was a stranger here because people stare at me a lot because like the thing that I wear, and now just kidding, yeah.
First, I felt very welcome because when I came, like the next day, Laura gave me some presents from university with Erasmus logo, and I felt really good. But the first week, I felt mostly uncertain because I didn't have schedule or anything. I was uncertain what is gonna happen.
I also felt very welcome in the first week, and also I was curious because I didn't know what to expect, but it was nice because there was a lot of warmth from um, Gabby and other people.
I think for me, it was in the beginning, it was a mixture of this welcoming feeling and the warmth from the people who were welcoming us, professors and Gabi, it has been mentioned, and also when it comes to this uncertainty that has been mentioned, right? So I was feeling a bit anxious, maybe with a schedule, and there was also the internship, right? So we were like, what's going to happen this semester? So it was a mix of welcoming, hope, warmth, and anxiety. Sometimes the anxiety was so
For me, I was super happy because I met my classmates and friends after summer, and I really feel like we have a family here. And Gabriela really made it special, like a special first day and a special welcome. I think all of us could really feel that. Although the weather was a bit cold, but the people are super warm, and we are gonna, as Sabrina said, cared for. And I'm really starting to love it more and more again here.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. That I really did say, right?
Because it was crowded.
Were you?
There, I mean, there's but then messages are very well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now I would like to invite you to that individually. Take some coffee from here.
Yes.
You have some pens here.
Let's see. Oh, yes.
And I want just to invite you to reflect to your first impression. Because most of you said that you feel welcome. Please try to see what made you feel welcome and what confused or challenged you, what made you curious, and try just to write down some notes related to this experience. From that period of time, back at the beginning of your experience in our university. So go back where you already have been in the first week of USV. and try to put in some keywords your first impression related to the university, following these guidelines with these three questions. It's not necessary to give elaborated answers, just some words that can describe your experience as a first impression. You can speak about both of the university and the community, the city, because your life is not only within the university here, you experience also the region, the city, and if you can say something about it, it would be interesting as well. You can write keywords or short sentences or whatever. And if you finish, almost, you can also elaborate during your sharing, because I'd like to invite to clear with the person next to you and try to share what stood out, what was important for you, and maybe now looking at what have you written there, written down, what surprised you? Is it something that surprised you now? And maybe you could find similarities, or maybe you could find differences between the two of you. This will be also very nice to experience during your sharing. Yes, you can be three.
That's your expectation. What's all about make you feel
Alright, so what made you feel better? Yeah. It's very specific. What made me feel
Yeah, that's if you talk in Romanian, they expect you to understand what they say, and not say for
Yeah, or you need to.
Is this okay? Is this okay for me?
If you want to take it in your arm, no problem. So, as you wish.
No, there were some things that we found in common, mostly people. Yes, so staff, professors. You also mentioned people we met on our internship. So from the organizations we've been working with, and that was, we were also curious about how they were working. We also talked about interesting things in the city, like the ravens. It's very specific the way they behave here. And foods like shawarma and Chef Hassan. The fact that San Jim, which is behind Kaplan, has discounts for students, which is also very good. The fact that the dorms are nice, they're close to the university, very affordable as well. We were also very curious about the history of Romania, yes, especially considering like what happened during the 60s, 70s, the revolution, how that shaped ways this society has also found resilient solutions, right, to overcome challenges from that time. Maybe open wounds that are still like in the process of healing, and how that also connects to the topic that we are studying in general. Just the general life of kids, teenagers, schools, institutions. Also, how welcoming you, Romania, is when it comes to what is happening to Ukraine right now, and how there are some efforts when it comes to integrating them and giving support, and also the fact that people give flowers to each other. So it's was something interesting. Yeah, so these were the things that came up together.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for sharing. Is any other group would like to share? We will not share all of the groups because we need to go forward with some other inputs and short activities. But if you'd like to share, it would be nice because we belong to different groups that are students, let's say.
Yeah, so it's interesting. We have also similar experiences. First of all, with the warmth that we received from the people, because in the beginning the language was new. However, when we go out to talk to people, even in the shops, the people that cannot speak, they try, and we use some gestures, which is also very interesting. Yeah, which is interesting. And also, we mentioned we had the same experience of adapting. It's a new dormitory, and everything is new, so that was a similarity that we both shared. And we were curious about shadows. Together we have the same, right? And class shadows, and I guess in the beginning my friends didn't have the shadow yet, so that was a bit of what is gonna happen. I'm not sure, but eventually everything started to roll out.